Hi, I'm Tom Hess, and I'm glad that you've come here to check out this video relating to jobs teaching guitar. Now, because you want to go into guitar teaching as a job or as a career, there are two main components that you really need to understand and take action on in order to really develop a successful business or successful career as a guitar teacher. And those two main areas are your unique ability to not just simply teach people stuff, but to transform fundamentally their whole guitar playing life. There's a big difference between those two things. Guitar teachers that look to teach people stuff, they usually do this. They start thinking about, okay, what lesson materials am I going to use or create or find in order to give to students? And what method can I use, or what template can I use to teach all of the students that I'm going to be teaching? If that is your train of thought, you're not going to be very successful. You might be mediocre, but you're not going to really literally transform people's musical lives with that type of approach. Okay? Now the other side, or the other thing that you really need to be focused on, is on developing the business side. And that consists of four main components. The first is lead generation. And what that means is your unique ability to attract students to you. You don't want to be going around looking for students. You want students to be looking specifically for you. And there are some very specific things that you can do to create that demand for people to look at you. And it's not just simply your guitar skills, your guitar teaching skills that are going to do that. There's a whole host of other things that you can use and implement which are going to make people be attracted to you like a magnet. The second area on the business side is conversion, so that once people find you and they call you or email you or come to your website, that they say yes to you. I mean, it's one thing for someone to contact you. It's a totally different thing for that person to be able to say yes to you with conviction, that they're confident that you are the one and only person that's literally going to transform their life and take them from where they are to where they ultimately want to be. There are some very specific steps that you can take to make that person have that feeling and say yes to you. And then once that occurs, we have to move into the third main area, which is retention. You can't just simply promise somebody that you're going to help them reach their musical goals, or that you're going to change their guitar playing or change their life even. You have to back it up. You have to be able to actually follow through on that. And again, there are some very specific things that you can do in order to make that a reality. And it goes beyond just simply your ability to explain things, or your ability to have good lesson materials, or your ability to have sort of a method that you use. There are other things which they're too numerous to mention in this short video, but I'm going to talk about how to get that answer in just a few minutes. But there are some specific things that you can do, that any guitar teacher can do if they apply it, that are going to be able to make that transition happen for people. And then the fourth area on the business side is referrals. You may think that word of mouth is something that's just going to happen naturally, that if you have some students and you do well with them and you teach them well and they get good results from their lessons with you or their classes with you, you may just assume that they're going to go off and tell all their friends. Well, that's not how it works. Some students will tell a few friends here and there. Some students just won't. They may be perfectly happy with you, but they're just not going to take the initiative to go and refer their friends to you. So you need to have a referral system or referral systems in order to make that like just an automatic generating machine where your students want to tell everyone about you and they want to refer their friends to you. What I'm going to do now is suggest for you to come to my website. I have some free online resources for you that are going to help you on both the teaching side, your teaching skills, and also on the business side, on developing your career and attracting students to you getting them to be excited about saying yes to study with you, and then helping you to transform their lives so that they are totally happy and fulfilled with the entire learning process that they go through with you, and then they tell all their friends about you, and it just keeps cycling around and around. It's just a wonderful thing. I've got these self-assessments that I'd like you to take at my website at the link below. They're free. And what I'm going to do is take a look at all of the areas which I think you might need some help on. You might be weak in some areas or strong in other areas. And I'm going to give you some feedback or some tips or some advice, or give you a resource that's going to help you to make those weaker areas really strong for you so that you can do all of these things. In addition, I'm going to help put you on the path so that you understand in a lot more detail all of the things that we just discussed, and so that you can implement those ideas and actually transform your guitar teaching business, your guitar teaching skills, and have the job or career that you wish that you want to have. After that, I'm going to send you a free video at my site. It's about 23 minutes long. That's going to help you in expanding how you're currently probably thinking about lessons, which is, the one-on-one private lessons type of thing. And I'll help you to set up some classes and how to get the students enthusiastic about being in those classes. And I'll help you to overcome some of the common problems or challenges that teachers face when teaching a class. Come to my website. I'm going to give you some free resources. It's going to be the best thing that you can do for yourself, especially that's free.